Today we learned about Faith Ringgold, and this is what we made. Check it out.
We started our lesson today by watching Getting to Know Faith Ringgold on YouTube, and then we watched Faith Ringgold read her book Tar Beach on NPR on YouTube, and then we read along with her with our copy of Tar Beach. When she finished reading the book and we finished reading the book with her, we got ready for our art project. And I have our materials that we're going to use for the project, which are some scraps of fabric. I have some glue. This is Modge Podge. This is more fabric that I cut up for the boys. These are pieces of construction paper. These are acrylic paint markers, and I also have watercolor. This is some watercolor paper, and I have this frame that we're going to use. I put the book out for the boys to refer to as they're doing their art, and I have them start out by painting this blue sky. So we use different shades of blue and black and the watercolor to create this night sky. And they painted the entire paper this color, and then we kind of set it out to dry, and while it's drying we started on our frame. So what they did was they simply took these pieces of African fabric that I cut up, and they made their own patterns, and they glued them with the Modge Podge onto this paper frame. Now these are like the matte frames that you can find in picture frames, or if you make artwork, like you can get them to like put artwork around artwork. I forget exactly what they're called, but I had some of them in the house and I thought they would be great to do this. Then they after they glued them all on, they're just putting a light layer of the Modge Podge on top of the fabric that they glued around the frame, and then they let that dry, and it kind of keeps everything in place and sealed it really nicely. And then we start on our actual cityscape as that's drying. So we have different pieces of construction paper that we glued on there to make our city buildings, and then I have the boys doing this bridge, which I drew onto their paper with a pencil, and I'm just having them go over it with the acrylic paint markers. Isaiah is using the paint markers to do the stars, and we're also using the paint markers to paint our windows onto the construction paper. So they're using gold for the stars and black and white for the windows. And they're just drawing them on there. I just told them to look at Ms Ringgold's book and make your windows how you like, whatever size you like, just refer back to the book. And then lastly, I just tore a piece of paper just so they had a dimension size of how they could draw themselves flying. Isaiah wanted me to draw for him, so I drew his and he colored it, and it turned out like this. This is Isaiah's. That's his little man that I colored for him. And then this is Elijah's. He drew his man himself with wings. He has wings. And then they put their frame on their piece of art that they made. And we have it up next to Ms Ringgold's book right on our bookshelf.
Hey guys, if you got our video, like and subscribe.